All right. And we're live. Welcome, mate. Mate, how are you?
Very good. Very good.
Hear the live stream playing in my headphones. I forgot to hit mute. What's news? Any new guitars on the horizon?
No, but certainly the freedom to seek out those new guitars now. We can.
Yeah. I labeled this one Lockdown Freedom Sessions 1, just as a new naming convention.
Yeah. Oh, that looks good, mate. I dig that.
Yeah, I don't know how many lockdown streams we ended up doing before, but there was a lot. So I thought time for a name change.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we've got folks here already. Let me bring up the chat. Music therapy is like freedom.
Yeah.
One of KMac 2021's funniest videos. He's like, everyone asks me why I don't sing with a Scottish accent. Have you seen that video?
No, I haven't. It sounds good though.
Oh yeah, you got to check it out. I won't spoil it. It's worth having a look. He's a funny dude. We've got Matthew Baker here. Welcome, mate. Surfer B from Boston,
Massachusetts. Awesome.
John, welcome back, mate. The man who sleeps less than Jamal. I'm pretty sure, actually.
Yeah, pretty much.
Proteus, welcome, mate.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, a different Jamal. Welcome, mate.
Ah, cool.
Hey, Bill. Welcome back. Yeah, it's been a while. We can't do them every week, unfortunately, just because other stuff's on or whatever. But
yeah,
yeah. Welcome back. Welcome back. We're celebrating lockdown of freedom. Yeah, as of this week at least, things are opening back up here, thankfully. So,
yep. You'll be off to the gym tomorrow, won't you, Shane?
Yeah, 100%. I might even go tonight.
Oh, they open it at midnight?
Yeah, it's a 24-hour place, so we'll see how it goes. It may be a little too busy tonight. I should just wait until 10 a.m. tomorrow and get back into it. But yeah, looking forward to getting some balance back after
that'd be great.
Just sitting around for months. And I'm walking, but walking kind of sucks after a while.
You feel like you've walked as far as you can, as far as all around the place.
I feel like I'm like everyone else now. I used to I was starting to get somewhere after 3 years, and it just sort of like, not back to square one, but yeah, it feels like a huge waste of effort. So I'm keen to get back into it and start feeling good again.
Yeah, absolutely. And Andy Johns has spotted our sponsor, so yeah, well done, bit of B.
Yeah, we are going live on. Yeah, Rick's officially sponsored now by Pepsi Max. We're live on Facebook too. By the way, I clicked it on because we went live. In the moment. It works easy that way. So
very good.
Yeah,
very good.
Don't often do that. So we'll take questions from both.
Pete Hickson's noticed my very expensive microphone. Thank you, Pete. That's just how I roll, man.
Yeah, $8,000 guitars, $8 microphones. There's a ratio there.
That's right, exactly. Well, you know what? I figure this voice doesn't sort of warrant anything more fancy than an $8 mic. The mic stand probably cost 5 times that and the rest.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny, like I've been on this journey of going through all these different microphones for podcasting and for recording and all this kind of stuff. And, one of the best, most easy ways to do live streaming is just to use a mic like that. Condenser microphone, you don't have to worry about all this extra crap to get it to work, and it picks up the sound well, and it's great. $8, can't go wrong.
It's fantastic, mate. I love it.
Yeah. All right, who else we got here? Guitar City. Here we go. Awesome stuff. So we've got 38 folks watching already. Welcome, everybody.
Oh, fantastic. Really good.
I know there's been a lot of live streaming today. I was kind of on the fence about whether we should go live because we were like, oh, man, everybody's live at the moment or at some point today. So,
yeah, well, this is our time slot, man. So, they should respect us and make way.
There's the Jamal we know. There he is. We got another Jamal in here. We got imposter Jamal.
We do. Yeah, who mailed it better?
All right. Hey, everyone. Thank God for the Facebook notification. It comes up on my phone and stays there, which works better for the YouTube. Works better than the YouTube one. Yeah, I don't use Facebook at all. Like, I post stuff on, I get on there twice a year now and just schedule up all my posts and forget about it. So I haven't been on Facebook now for probably 3 years. I'm tipping. I think they've finally improved their. It sounds like they're more of a video platform now than they were back then. Because back then it was always like really low resolution video, and the quality of all that stuff wasn't good. But it looks like now it's hopefully working all right. I should have a look. Actually, I'm very rarely on my page.
Yeah, I don't go there at all.
It's
Except
funny.
for funny dog videos.
You have to. Oh, look, there's some good stuff. Oh, yeah, the quality looks pretty good. There we go. Sweet. All right. Yeah, I only really use Instagram now, and it's one of those good platforms for me. I can turn it off and forget about it. I don't have notifications on, and it's all light-hearted stuff on the most part. So, yeah. I like the vibe of it a lot more than what you see on Facebook, especially if there's drama going on, man. It's like, but anyway, that's a tangent within itself.
That's all right. Instagram's the main reason I run late at work these days, looking at stuff.
Yeah, keeping an eye on the new Gibsons, keeping an eye on all the fun stuff.
Yes, yeah. There's a lot of guitar porn on there.
We've got from Sebastian, Florida. Okay, I don't know where that is.
No, Mike Binion. Welcome, Mike.
Yeah, it's not a place I'm familiar with. It looks like it's
Sebastian.
It's near. Oh, this map's not loading. That's awesome. Love when that happens. Oh yeah, okay. Looks like it's a few hours south of Orlando.
Oh, okay.
Towards Miami side. Okay, cool.
Ah, right.
Yeah, good stuff. Welcome, mate. Still lockdown. Well, I haven't checked was there any updates today, Rick?
Yeah, they've lifted the 25 kilometre. You can go wherever you want.
Okay, cool.
And they've doubled the number of people you can have inside a restaurant and outside.
Oh, good. Because that whole eating outdoors garbage they were trying to push for all next year, that's going to kill people, man. That's like in terms of their businesses. I mean, you can't. Some of these places aren't set up so they can have people outside. Imagine mosquito season, man. Over summer, it's going to be like brutal.
Yeah.
I don't know. Absolutely. You love the mosquitoes.
Kind of love them. They love me. Except, actually, I'll tell you what. I bought a huge F-off mosquito zapper the other day, and I put it out because if we have spend any time outside, they just devour you. They take a leg off, and it was like being next to an electric chair chamber, mate. It was just like you're just sitting there having a sip of a drink, and then it was just unbelievable. I kept saying, "Yeah, right, the lightning," but look, certainly, the mozzies outside are pretty savage this time of year, but it's good. So look, we can move around. We can move around. We can have you can have a couple of visitors at your house too that don't have to come from the same household. So I think the jam at yours, the video live stream jam, could be a thing.
How many people is it now? Did you say?
You can have two.
Oh man,
two. So it'll be just be a power trio, mate.
All right.
Get a drummer. I'll do the bass. You do the guitar.
Oh, we can trade that off and do a bit of both.
Yeah, that would be fun. We could definitely do that though. Yeah,
be good if we could have just one more person. That'd be perfect. There's already people. I had a look on Instagram and stuff last night. There's people that are already sort of having more than that over there at their house. It's like, man.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Guitar Search Saturday went up. I heard the guitars the Guitar Center that I filmed at a few years back might be on its way out, unfortunately. I know a lot of people are saying Guitar Center's on its way out. It's had this happen so many times.
Yeah.
But they're owned by, I think, like a finance company. So I don't know if they'll be, at least that's what I heard anyway. I don't know if that's the case or not. But Steve from Boston knows a bit more about all that kind of stuff than most people.
Yeah. Yeah, Steve was the real expert when Gibson was going through. Was that chapter 13 bankruptcy or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got sort of mixed feelings about it. I mean, we've got nothing like Guitar Center here except for maybe Sky.
No, we had Billy Hyde's, which was kind of trying to do that, where they were everywhere.
Yeah.
And then they were the guys that died first, and all the independent shops survived. Isn't that weird how that can happen? It's good in a way too, but we don't really have any big chains of guitar shops anymore.
Yeah.
I think Manny's might be the only one that has more than
that's
two.
True. Yes. Yeah, the sort of national.
They've probably got 4 shops or something, maybe 5.
Yeah, they do. I might take a question from Jimmy Watford.
Yeah.
Hey, Jimmy, what are your always on pedals? Do you have any? It's a very good question. I would think my always on would be my Strymon El Capistan delay. It's like always on. I don't play sort of the edge music from U2 or whatever, but I just have it on as an ambient delay. So that's always on. And I've got this other pedal made by Pete Cornish called an NB2, which is just a clean booster, but the buffer on it is just great, and it means that I don't lose any top end when I turn down. It's a very good thing. So even though I don't always have it on as a boost, it has an effect on the sound of my pedal board just because of the buffer. It stops you losing top end when you turn down.
You know, there was a pedal that popped up on eBay. I got a notification about it. I was trying to buy one just for a bit of a laugh.
Yeah.
I knew you'd love it.
Yep.
It was a PV Dirty Dog, I think they're called. They're a trans tube overdrive pedal. And it looks like it's already gone. It was way too expensive. They're asking like $299 for it.
Oh my Lord.
And it looked like someone had been using it as an ashtray. So it didn't look good at all.
PV Dirty. I thought it was what was that other pedal you used to tease me about? The one that looked like the
PV Vamp. Is it Vamp something? Is it PV?
No, it had some sort of. I think it was a 3-syllable name. It wasn't a Sonzera, but it was something that was just.
Oh yeah, I can't remember. Yeah,
it looked like Mission Control.
Sandpera. Yeah, Sandpera 2. Yeah,
you can't share that for the folks at home, can you? You probably wouldn't want to.
They're not cheap either. $370 and $519 for the big one. So anyway, yeah.
Right.
Someone asked where's Cheddar been, and I think he's taken some time off social networks and YouTube and all that kind of stuff. So I sent him an email. I had a look for his channel months ago, and I sent him an email. He's doing fine. He just wanted a break from it all, I think.
He's a very good man, Dave.
He's working on his playing, which is
what we should do. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just scroll down. Let me have a look. Yeah, so not sure they're closing up. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought as well. Bankruptcy doesn't mean they're shutting their doors for good. It just means they'll reshuffle their debts, and I don't know how it all works, but all that kind of stuff. Lately, I've been using my Valve amp more as winter heating stove rather than playing music because the neighbors are sleeping. Man, must get pretty hot, that amp.
Yeah, they're nice and warm, those valves. Wow.
What's your next guitar itch you need to scratch? Well, Rick needs to get a gold top with P90s. That's the goal. We're going to have to get that sorted out pretty quickly, mate, while gas is strong.
Yeah. Look, possibly, or there's something else down there that would be tempting me. So, and now they've lifted the 25 clicks, and I got no excuse. Well, actually, I got one excuse. There's someone down there that I just can't. I can't go to the store.
Yeah. They still work there.
Yep, all good.
Somebody suggested. I never heard of this one. Electric harmonic.
Pitchfork.
Harmonix pitchfork. I don't know if I've tried that one. I can't remember.
No, that's a pitchfork. Is that a pitch shifter? Possibly, is it?
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, I don't know. Man, they're so expensive, the Electro Harmonix pedals. At least they are in Australia. Far out, $400.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I don't know. I sort of can't justify that. That's way too much.
Oh, it's pretty good value because I reckon you get at least 10 stomps of the pedal before the pedal breaks. So that's not bad.
Yeah.
$40 a stomp.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Throw it out.
Yeah, they're not the best built pedals in the world. I mean, they're some of them. This is the weird thing, right? What makes that one $400 and something like their Soul Food $100, and they're made in the same place?
Yeah, I guess there's a whole lot of extra digital gizmos going to the pitch shifting thing.
Yeah.
But, no, I don't get it.
Craig says, purchase the Swamp Thing. Should I go open back or closed? You know, it sounds great in both. It's just how it works. It's a great speaker. So I kind of like open back cabs, or at least semi-open back ones a little bit more, just for that spread of sound. But after trying it in the Marshall as well, which is mostly closed, it has a small sort of port on the sort of up the top sort of. But it sounds good. I don't think you'll... Yeah, open backs tend to let the bass response bloom a bit better too. Remember that Egg Beater cabinet that had no port? And it would, like, bottom out and all that kind of stuff? I got a video coming up about that because I get asked about that amp all of the time. So,
are you serious?
Man, yeah. And I think that was the amp I had for the shortest amount of time. You know, that might be there's only 2 amps I've taken back. That was one of them. The other one was because it was faulty. It was the Blues Junior.
Yeah.
That Egg Beater. Oh, man.
Yeah, I remember feeling the top of the speaker box as you were playing, and
the handle came off.
Yeah, it was just vibrating so much.
Yeah,
I think my teeth were about to fall out. It was just But Bill's asking, did you buy the Double Esquire, Shane? I can see over your shoulder. No, maybe not.
Nah, no way. It's it's really expensive. It's over 6,000 here, so not a chance. It is great. It's really. If I didn't already have a couple of nice tallies, I'd probably sell everything and think about it. But it's not that much better than mine. It really isn't. It's a bit lighter, and there's some unique tones in there. But the video will be coming up at some point pretty soon. I've got pretty much the rest of the year scheduled already. I'm just going to put a few other videos in the mix that are like the non-gear demos and a couple of podcasts and stuff, and then that's it. I'm pretty much done. So I've had a few days off filming, which has been good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't plan on buying that. Someone will get it, and it'll be the best telly they've ever played.
Yeah, some lucky lefty.
Here we go. Any experience with Evertune bridges? I was surprised how relatively unobtrusive they appear. I haven't tried them, I don't think.
No. Are they the ones that adjust to different tunings on the fly? Is that an Evertune bridge? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't tried them either.
Durable dog. I'm not sure.
It looks like there's a few videos of them up, but yeah, I haven't tried them. I don't really like modding stuff for the sake of it either. So I won't buy a new bridge just because there's one out there. I'm only interested in stuff like that if there's something that's actually if I need to replace something or whatever. Hey, Amanda, welcome back. Hope you're well.
Yeah.
Another day, another marriage proposal coming up.
Yeah. I hope so. You did a good job over Halloween too, Amanda. You looked very scary in a kind of cool way. Not scary as like, but yeah, it's a thing.
Taylor says Ampera pedals only work in conjunction with the Viper amp. So you're going to have to get both the amp and the pedal now, mate. You can be sorted.
Okay. I'll make a deal, man.
There'll be flashing lights everywhere. My Spring reverb is by Hamida Audio. They make good stuff. I don't think they're in business anymore, are they?
That's the Zendrive man, Alpha Meter.
Yeah.
He I think he was in Florida, and he worked by day. He worked at Cape Canaveral or something, and then at night in his garage, he'd make these cool pedals.
Yeah, I think he didn't. Oh, Hamida Audio. Who owned that? I can't remember. I think that changed brands, right? Well,
Humidiorus was just a guy called Alf Humida, I think. I remember because I had a Zendrive and I was playing it, and it reminded me of the Larry Carlton tone on his live album called Last Night.
Yeah.
And I told Alf, and he said, I've never heard that. So I sent him it. I sent him the CD. It was cool.
Cool.
That was back in the day before you could just click on something and download it. But so his Zendrive is still the go-to for a Dumble. For touring guys who don't want to take their Dumble, they just get a Fender Twin as a backline, plug in the Zendrive. Away you go.
Cool. It's a good cheap way of not having a Dumble. I mean, Brian used to use one of those for years. I remember seeing him use that for a long time.
Yes, yeah. The main shortcoming of the Zendrive is that it's really only good on the bridge pickup.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I remember him saying that's exactly what I was about to say. I think he was saying that that's the only usable tone. I borrowed it off him too. I kind of felt the same way.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Look at Mike Pinion saying to Amanda, I'm available. I'm only 68 and I've got no money. You are driving a Hyde bargain, Mike Pinion.
That's funny. I haven't seen that pop up yet. Where is it? Oh, yeah, there you go.
Some nerve. That is funny. I like that.
Looks like he's on the golf course on the photo there. Could be wrong.
Yes, with the big fat stogie.
Let me scroll back up. What microphones are you using and what do you use for singing? So I got a Rode Procaster, which is a podcasting microphone. I nearly every live stream I swap the mic out. I love microphones. And Rick's using the legendary
what's it called?
BM800.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I think that particular one's I don't even know how to say it, but it's like Neewer. It's Neewer. Neewer or something, maybe that's how you pronounce it. But it's a BM800. They're rebranded by a million different brands. They're good. They're like $10. They do the job.
I'm just looking at the box, and the box says microphone.
Yeah, I think the box isn't the same. Doesn't even have the same mic on it, right?
No. I'm thinking, what's that? But you know what? Hello. You can hear me. It does.
That was one of my most popular videos on my other channel. I did a budget podcast setup, and it's had like 400,000 views. And I used that mic in there, and people are like, "Oh, he's faking it. That's not that microphone getting the sound from." I'm like, man, they sound great. They really do.
Yeah.
For singing though, I got a couple of mics I like. I like the JTS NX8, which is a dynamic mic, kind of like a Beta 58 or whatever, just less expensive, a bit more bass too. But the Beta 58s are a bit more present. They've got a bit more of a cut sound.
Yeah. I use a Beta 58 because it's quite loud. But that's about all.
And if I'm doing like a live recording, I'll use a Rode M2, which is a vocal condenser microphone that you can get right up on like that, and it sounds huge. I almost think that these podcasting mics would be great for live use because they don't pick anything else up other than what's right in front. So as soon as I go over here, you lose the sound. So yeah, I thought that maybe something like that would be good for a live show. Not too sure.
Absolutely. T-Tone, Tomo said 2 Meter Audio and Love Pedal were working together.
Sorry, mate.
Okay, it's interesting.
You're breaking up again. What was that?
Oh, sorry. T-Tone Tomo was saying that 2 Meter Audio and Love Pedal are working together.
Oh,
so
okay,
not
cool.
sure what's going on. Yeah. It's interesting. I saw some stuff about Love Pedal. Is it Paul Cochran, who makes the Tim and Timmy? I think he was having a bit of an online war with Love Pedal. I'm not sure why. Maybe Love Pedal might have ripped off his design or something. But
yeah, they got a couple of good ones. Used to have that Eternal one or whatever it was called, Eternity.
Yeah, I think it was a Kanji. I think.
Yeah,
something
that's
or
right.
other. Yeah, it was. I don't know why I got rid of that. I do stupid things sometimes. It was a good sounding pedal, no doubt about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually really liked that. I think I was close to wanting to buy that off you at one point, but
oh wow,
I
don't even know what I did with it. It's terrible. Oh.
Yeah, I found it here. Jeez, they're not, mate. Nothing but the best for you, huh?
Oh, what is it? How much is it?
$449.
Oh, are you serious? I reckon I sold it for $100.
That's from some shop I've never heard of, but yeah, at least
it's probably Rick's secondhand pedals. We buy them low and sell them high.
Yeah.
Dear, oh dear. Oh dear.
Gap says it's here to escape the lunacy in the media. Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yep. Find a happy place. You know what? Melbourne, Australia's a happy place. Have you been out yet today?
No,
Jane?
No, I haven't yet. No.
Oh, it's a day for the ages. Beautiful and sunny.
Yeah.
Probably what would it be in Fahrenheit for our American friends? It's probably about, I would say, sort of 70 maybe, and just very few clouds in the sky and a light breeze. It's beautiful.
70 is not that warm though,
isn't it? Yeah,
no, like that's 20.
Yeah, it's about 20.
Oh, okay.
20's nice. In the sun, that is.
Man, we've got to get you a new internet connection.
Oh, is it stuff?
I don't know. It might just be me hearing it like that. I'm not too sure. It keeps.
I don't know.
You keep turning into little robot man, which just glitches. After watching your video on the TV Yellow Gibson Les Paul special, I ordered one and received it yesterday and absolutely love it. It's also the first Gibson I've ever owned or played. Awesome stuff, mate.
Oh,
they're great guitars.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Awesome, Skylar. Watching the video. Because you just used it in just trying to think which video it was that I saw. Man, it was rocking. It was great.
Yeah, I used it in the Fender Blues Junior one, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. That the tone with that was great. That's a really bright Blues Junior. It was way brighter than I was expecting it to be because I haven't played one for a while. And there's a couple of different Jensen speakers in those amps too. Like that one's got the one with the magnet on the back. With the round sort of thicker magnet, whereas you know the one that you can get with the
the P10 one. Yeah. The one with that. So that magnet on the back looks like a tin of tuna, doesn't it? Is it the one?
I'm sorry.
Is it the one? The magnet on the back looks like a tin of tuna.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they're ceramic or Alnico, but
okay. So I think the one that was in that amp wasn't that one. Sorry, it was the other one. But it was really it was really quite bright. I'm not sure if I put a photo of the speaker in the. I may have forgot to put a photo of the speaker in the video, but yeah. Anyway, it was pretty cool, but it was super bright. But with that guitar, it was the perfect match because the neck pickup was
Yes.
You know, it's got that sort of darker sound to it.
Yeah. I thought it sounded good. It sounded really organic. You know, just like straight in, bang.
Yeah,
Good.
I got lots of fun stuff scheduled ahead of time, so it's going to be good. As videos going up every other day, pretty much.
Great. Yeah.
It's weird that creative streak came into so many videos, just coming up with backing tracks and you know, I wake up and go, oh, I wonder if I'm going to get stuck today coming up with a new jam track. I was like, no, done. I was 30 minutes later, finished.
No, you've been tapping into a rich vein of fluency. It feels like just like bang, just comes out.
Yeah, thanks.
Sort of tasty stuff. It's good.
I got this behind the scenes video coming up where I shot it right at the start of starting to film daily, or 2 videos daily, and it took me 2 hours pretty much to get through coming up with a backing track, playing all the parts right, getting all the playing done and all the talking done. By the end of it, just say for the playing and the talking, I had down to about 14 minutes by the end of it. I was just like done. One take a lot of the time towards the end. So who knew that playing daily was a good thing for your fluency?
Mate, I tell you what, the first gig back, you'll be picking up exactly where you left off, man. There'll be a lot of rusty people.
Yeah, I know. I've spoken to a lot of people. The only other guy I know that's been playing a lot is Brian, and you know he's the last guy that needs practice. So,
oh no, that's terrible.
Everyone else hasn't been playing at all. It's sort of yeah, I'm like, man, get some time in there and make sure you
mate, it's kept me sane over these last 6 or 7 months. Definitely.
Yes.
I'm loving the guitar. Bill's saying, should I move to Melbourne from DC? Mate, you let me know. I'll hook you up. It'd be great. I'd love to have you.
I've never been to DC, so I don't know. But
I was meant to go there this year. You know, we were going to, when Paddy was in Minnesota, we were going to catch up with him and work our way up the East Coast. I really want to go to DC because I'm you know, no news to anyone. I'm a complete nerd, and I want to just get lost in the Smithsonian and sort of, you know, immerse myself in all that. But yeah, Bill, we will have you in a heartbeat. You're a good man. You're into guitars. So yeah, I'll vouch for you with our immigration people. You bring your family out. It'd be awesome.
Cool. Jeff saying, evening guys, cheers for the recent Captor X demo. Got myself on this week. Great to get my lockdown amp purchases turned up. Highly recommend it, mate. It's the best. You know, I've got a Kemper as well, and I haven't used the Kemper once for any video stuff since that's arrived. Even before that, I sort of went off the Kemper. I mean, I used it on the live streams a little bit, but it's the Captor X eats it alive. It's not even close. If you've already got amps, that is. If you don't, the Kemper is probably a better choice. But for what your setup is, that's fantastic. Good stuff.
Beautiful. Well done.
Yeah, I love it. Let me scroll down. The docker's lagging.
Yeah, man.
It's weird that it's doing that.
It's strange because it hasn't been raining. Normally it lags when it rains because our internet is so awesome in Australia that the pit's filled with water when it rains, and of course all the copper wires in there, and it goes. But no, I can't fathom it, and I apologise. Sorry about that.
Oh, maybe no, it's not my. I know it's not my connection. Someone's saying it might be my connection, but I don't know.
No.
I got 100 meg, so I think I'm good.
Yeah, I must have 1 meg at least.
That was my old connection.
Yeah.
It's funny now. Like I upload these videos. They're like 5 and 6. I've just uploaded a 40-minute. No, sorry. I don't know how long it was. How long was it? I've got a Guitar Search Saturday coming up. That's 18 minutes. It's not that long.
Yeah,
but it's 4K and it was 6 gig or something like that. I look 10, 12 minutes later, it's uploaded. I'm like, man, that would have taken me 8 or 9 hours.
Oh yeah,
the upgrade. So
you just click on overnight and It'll be up in the morning. Luke David 86 says, finally my guitarist friends can come down to Geelong. First time anyone is excited to come to Geelong. Come on, no way. I can't wait, Luke. You know, I would be on the road at 1 minute past midnight tonight to come down to.
Oh, you can go to your house now. Yeah.
Ocean Grove. See what it looks like after nearly 4 months. But look out. Us Melbourne people, we're coming, and we're going to be COVID safe and
just keep doing that everywhere you go.
No, absolutely.
You know what amazes me, right? Like the people I've seen without, like the masks are supposed to be mandatory here. Whether or not people agree with that is up to them. But so that's mandatory here, and you're supposed to be able to. Supposedly, you can get fined for not wearing them. The people I've seen without them are all in their 70s and 80s, and they're like, now I'm like, good God. And you don't want to be rude to someone who's 80 years old. But yeah, I'm just thinking, geez, like what's going on? Why, anyway. Yeah. I made the mistake of going to the big shopping center.
Did you? No.
I had to get some lunch, and I thought, I might as well go there. And I was like, oh, man. Everyone was pretty good, except I couldn't believe it. I was like, man.
Yeah. They've probably got exemptions from some dodgy doctors because they've got airway disease or something. But
yeah, they had like the thing on their ear, and it was just hanging down. So
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We had a question. Where was it? Oh, yeah. Have we played Aerodyne guitars?
Aerodyne.
I think.
Are they the Fender? Is it Fender Aerodyne models? I think they're from Japan, are they? And they're kind of. Oh, it could be way off here.
No, you're right. But they're a bit like they're a bit like a hot or a modern Strat.
Are they black?
Yeah, and they got that sort of curved top, bit like a PRS. Not really like a sort of that, they're a bit more of a modern take on those guitars.
Yeah.
I think. No, I haven't played one, but I've seen them at Sky Music. I know they've got them.
Yeah, they look a bit too modern. I like sort of older things generally. Yeah, I think
you got a few guitars there at the moment, mate. I'd love to hassle you to maybe help shoot a bid for, because
that'd be cool.
Yeah, they're all righties, and I'm like, they're killer.
Yeah. Excuse me. Do you want to set up in the amp room and shoot a few after hours or something?
Yeah, maybe that'll be the easiest way. That'll be cool.
I'll be into that.
Thanks. Getting towards the end of the year, which means it's almost time for a review of Shane's gear. I love those videos. Please tell me you'll be doing one. Yeah, I'll throw one in. I haven't actually shot that one yet. I did a pedal board rundown just the other day, but I think I'll probably do like a consolidated one of just the stuff I'm using. And I don't know if I'll go through everything. There's stuff that I'm kind of like in the process of moving on, but it's been in the other room for months. So I've got there's a few guitars that won't be staying, but most of the ones you've seen over the last few months are the ones I'm keeping, but I'll throw something together. That's no problems. Yeah, I usually do those once a year. Love the Guitar Search Saturdays. Thanks, mate. Canada.
In Canada, what?
Yeah. Right. Lots of folks here.
Thanks too.
You Amp Day, Mesa Boogie.
Ooh. Tell us more, Winston. What's going on?
Yeah. I really dig that California tweed one.
Oh, that would be the one to get, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, where you can click through the power tube.
Yeah.
Configurations. Yeah, that looks serious. It's very pretty amp too, isn't it? It's got that sort of blonde covering, and I like that.
It was probably the best clean tone I've heard in a long time. But you can, it was just a pretty cool amp. Yeah,
listening back.
Was it Billy Hyde's in the new one, the Mega Store? I actually want to get back down there. Is that 25K limit gone as of now or tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, 11:59 tonight.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, because I want to go back. I want to go back to that shop.
Within 25 clicks of that, but you'd be within 25. I would have thought.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'll have to. I haven't checked, but yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, boogies are good. All the old people wear masks. It's the 40 to 50-year-old. What's that? MAGA. I don't know what that is. People that.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yep. It's a Karen reference, Rory. Yeah.
Cool. I've been a germaphobe for 30 years. I've been living like this for a long time. Well, that's no good, mate.
Yeah,
sounds debilitating.
Yeah, a friend of mine has always been into hand sanitizer forever, so it hasn't been much of a pivot for him either. Whereas I catch something from my patients every year, but hopefully not this year.
Yeah. Friend got a boogie, I think Mark III around 1983 in mint shape. Very cool.
Oh, boy, that's very early.
Cool.
Yeah. They're pretty powerful.
I always liked Khaled's one for rock tones. I mean, his clean channel was just as distorted as the overdrive channel, but what a great little combo.
Les Paul.
Yeah. Because he bought the 50-watt one.
Yeah.
And that was loud, but it just didn't have that character of the what's it called? Studio
Caliber 22, yeah.
Yeah.
Just got a pair of EL84s in the power. I had one of those, gosh, I reckon in about 1989. And, of course, 1989 was a different sort of vibe. People were sort of going into almost like that rack sort of stuff. I was thinking, I've just got this amp and you just go click. But I wish I'd kept it. It was a great amp. Really good.
Did I keep any of the KLM pedals on my board? Nah, my pedal board's been pretty much the same for years. So, I pretty much already had, like, a lot of the pedal videos were just videos of stuff that, was coming out or whatever at the time. So, no, I didn't end up keeping any. I think I've still got actually, I shouldn't say I've still got a couple in the cupboard, but I don't have them on my board. My board's pretty much sorted at the moment. But for budget effects, I still stand by the fact they're really good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. They got better too. Like, unlike a lot of brands that are sort of budget oriented ones, they actually kept improving and changing the design of them. They went from kind of like a Joyo clone to making much better pedals really quickly. So not better than some of maybe the top end Joyo ones, but that they continually got better. So what we got? Let me have a look. We got any other questions? James from the great state of Washington. Welcome, mate.
Cool. We'll get up there one day.
Looks like most people might be watching on YouTube here. I'm not sure how many are on Facebook, but I don't think we can see the stats here, but anyway. Clones of clones. Yeah, that's the problem with a lot of the pedal industry, and I think that's why a lot of people are a bit sick of pedals because they're all kind of like based on this or that. Well, at least they were. There is some unique stuff coming out, but a lot of it's a little bit on the gimmick side as well. Like I see stuff and I'm just like, who would want this? Like for proper, like maybe it's fun to have, but some of it isn't practical. It's just a little on the gimmicky side. There's a few brands in particular that just add way too many controls to their pedals. And I don't know, man, I'm a bit over it, to be honest. It's not something that interests me at all. Like, keep it simple. Like, that you taught me that, and it's the best thing in the world.
I think so. Well, Greg Cox says he wishes you could get an amp that just had one knob that said more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's true. Got a question
Amazon
from
is selling pedals now. Yeah, you're right. I think that yeah, they got like, I think they're rebranded Rowan pedals. From what I saw of them, they looked very much the same as, like there's those companies like Donna and Rowan, and I've reviewed a whole lot of them. They're basically made probably at the same factory and just rebranded everywhere.
Yeah,
I think I wouldn't be too shocked if that's what is inside of those Amazon pedals. I haven't actually opened them or had a look at them personally, but I'm almost certain they'll be. Well, I remember commenting on that a while back. We had a look on one of the other live streams. Someone said that.
Yeah,
and,
I think Greg Koch did a signature little overdrive for Tone City. Remember those little Tone City pedals? Yeah.
So, I was the first one in the world to review those.
They were pretty bloody reasonable. Do you have any of them left? Because I thought they
all went.
Good.
Yeah, they all went. They're really good. Yeah, I had trouble with the company that weren't. I stopped working with people who give me grief about stuff. So yeah, they weren't. As a pedal, they're great, but as a company, I didn't like them at all. So that was enough for me to not work with them anymore. But yeah. Here you go, mate. Look at this. We've got a nice little clone for you here. Let me see if I can share this with you. Application window. Let's see if we can do this. Here you go, mate. Best clone you can get. $40.
Oh, that's funny.
The golden horse, the mini. I mean, it looks so much like the Wampler one. He's had bass control on there as well, right? Or was it a 3 control? I had one of those. I can't remember.
The Tumnus. I think he released an updated Tumnus which had a bass control on it.
All right, cool. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, I think I had the small Wampler one that looked pretty much exactly like this.
Yeah.
Any problem with these getting your finger and thumb around some of these controls can be a bit awkward because they're so close.
Yeah.
And it's not that big of a deal, but yeah, you sort of got to roll it from the outside.
Yeah.
Because there's no space in the middle here. But yeah, that's pretty good. Might have to try them all at some point. All right. Here we go. Mark says, what do we think of Electro Harmonix pedals looking at a Soul Food or East River Drive? I think they sound good. They're not built extremely well. My 2 cents is if you're going to buy a Soul Food, get the Shelly Pony Boy. It's built way better, and it's roughly the same price now as well. This is my favorite handmade pedal, and it's like $100 ish.
It's crazy. Shelly is CHELLEY, is that right?
Yeah, I've just posted it in the so yeah, I think it's spelt like that.
Yeah, no, that's great.
So check it out.
Didn't Electro Harmonix use a link to the video we made? Didn't we made a video comparing the Soul Food and the Klon KCR?
Yeah, they promote that all the time actually.
Yeah.
More than that video all of a sudden gets 20,000 views in a week. I'm like, what happened? So yeah, Electro Harmonix must have promoted it.
Yeah.
But look, they sound great. They're just not very strong. And if you're very fussy with your stuff and you won't accidentally drop it or stomp on it wrong or whatever, then you'll be fine. But mine broke the first time it fell out of my hand and hit the ground.
Plastic shafts on the pots.
Yeah.
So what do you? That's just built to fail. Surely.
Yeah, and there's no way of repairing that either because of the way they build them. So you basically throw it out.
Yeah.
I tried to get a part. I tried to get a part from them. No. I said, I want to buy a part and pay for shipping. No, you'll have to send the pedal back. And then it was ended up going to cost me more than. Yeah. I bought that when I was in the US and it was $55 or something. So for that price, it's not bad, right? But now they've come up in price a lot. And I don't really think they're worth it. So they look cool, but don't let that fool you. I think the one that I recommended is going to last you far longer, and it's the one that I use.
Yeah.
It's built way better.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, what have we got here? Yeah, well, there you go. Betty playing gets less interest you have in pedals.
Yeah. I mean, I think you probably just need your go-tos. And obviously for you, the go-to is the Royal Flush and the Apex.
Yeah, I'm really liking that at the moment. It's great.
So you've got 2 different flavors, all stacked well together. I mean, one of my favorite guitarists on the face of the earth is Michael Landau, and his amps are all just clean pedal amps. He had a signature Fender. It was like a blues. Sorry, what's the Blues DeVille with 2 12s in it? Yeah, it was.
Yeah. That's
so
what's
2
called.
12s, and it just had switchable volumes, one passive EQ set and reverb, and he has great tone just out of a pedal board, and there's not a lot of change in his pedal board over the years. It's just great. So yeah, get the right pedals, and then that's it, pretty much.
Yeah. Don't get too caught up in the trap of thinking the next one's better, because it doesn't always. Yeah, if you've already got a good sound, you're putting another pedal that you like the sound of, it's probably going to sound pretty similar in the end too, because you're dialing in what you want to hear. So, the only major changes you can make is like if you're boosting a pedal into something else, that pedal can drastically change the sound, like from a clean boost to a clon or whatever the case is. But anyway, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not as interested in pedals as I was a while back. I've pretty much cut down on a lot of those videos. I just kind of feel like I'm done. Hey, thank you, Beck Clouder. Hey guys, have quite. What the hell's that? Have quite a few guitars I want to sell. What's the way you sell guitars? Most swap shops in Melbourne have 20% commission. I would put them on Gumtree and on eBay at the last resort. Try Gumtree first. If you have no luck, try eBay. Gumtree won't charge anything for the service. A lot of people use, I think, the Facebook buy, swap, and sell group thing as well. But you get all those, you get a lot of people who never offer you anything worth. This is the problem with any of those services. Actually, you get a lot of lowball offers. I've got some stuff on one at the moment. I got offered less than half of what I had on there, which was far less than what the item was worth for what price I was selling it for. So, there's a lot of people lowballing on there, and Gumtree's pretty good. That's my first place I go. The shops, I never put guitars in on commission somewhere else. It could sit there for 6 months. If you're not in a rush, fair enough. But I don't do that. I just sell them privately or through Gumtree or eBay. Yeah. Just be warned though, like with eBay, you can only really ship with Australia Post up to 105 centimeters in height in the box. Any higher than that, any taller, it's going to not be able to go. So you got to make sure you got a box that's small enough to get through that, length ratio thing. So
like 100. Do you mean the actual height of the box?
Yeah, 105 centimeters.
Really?
In the Harley Benton boxes, they're perfect because they're like 103 centimeters in height. But all the other ones, like the Fender boxes, they're like 120 something, and they're way too big. So you just got to be, if you are using eBay, double check the box height, otherwise you're going to get stuck.
Yeah.
But I would try anything else first. Gumtree can take a little while sometimes, and other times you can sell something straight away. So just try everything.
Yeah. I think Lewis, the Time King, said that his tip next year is that there'll be lots of secondhand stuff floating around. People who are in desperation to get through lockdown bought gear, and it will turn out that they can't play it, or they lose interest or whatever. So, yeah, it could be an interesting year next year for stuff flooding the market.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I have no doubt about that. There's the same thing's going to happen with camera equipment. I'm seeing a lot of great camera equipment hitting eBay this week. And it's yeah, there's going to be lots and lots of it. I mean, in the US as well, there'll be heaps of that stuff popping up because of how much is sold. But
yeah,
hey, here he is. We were talking about your boogie and no pedals before, mate. How great that amp is. So, yeah. There he is. Dr. Loudstein himself.
He is. He's very loud.
Professor Distortion.
He looks very, very lovely and dignified there, doesn't he?
Yeah, what's going on? Where's the t-shirt, mate?
It's the jumper.
Yeah. I reckon we might actually be rocking out next Sunday if all goes to plan. What do you think?
Gosh, yeah, I haven't heard. That would be so good.
Yeah, we'll have to. I might call Mark and see what the deal is with the pub.
That would be great.
Hey, Buzz, thank you, mate. Far out. Trying that again. Greetings, welcome, mate. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for the thanks for the support. I just saw your other message here. I was a bit higher up on the chat. Something fun. Greetings, thank you, mate. Appreciate it. That's cool. Thanks for all the support. Now we had here we go. Clayton says, thanks again, Buzz. Cheers, mate. Clayton says, I've had good outcomes selling gear on Gumtree and not a single item sold via, I think they're supposed to say Facebook group pages. Yeah, I've had less like, I think the problem with the Facebook thing is there's so much gear, whereas on Gumtree, it's not flooded. I always found like when I was on Facebook and I used it, there was this nonstop like people wasting your time. I feel like Gumtree people are a little bit more serious about it. Even if they do lowball you, at least they're sort of interested. Whereas Facebook, I think people are making conversation more than they are trying to sell stuff sometimes. So that's why I recommend Gumtree.
I've listed a few things here, and I feel like I've joined the Facebook tie kickers group. And people ring up and say, "Oh yeah, you know that guitar? Yeah, would you pay me $10 to take it off your hands?"
Yeah, it's a good deal.
It's just killer.
Yeah, I can't stand it. Hey, Terry's here. Welcome, mate. Really a height limit on the Aussie Post Service. Strange. Yeah, there is. Yeah, 100%. I send out so much stuff. Or I have over the last sort of, not so much now, but I used to send out a lot more stuff than I currently have been. And yeah, that's the limit on the height. There's all these weird dimensions you got to be cautious of.
Wow. I had no idea.
Facebook Marketplace people want sticker price for a used item. Yeah, I saw that a lot. I mean, I won't bring up his name, but Rick had a friend who was like buying and selling a lot of stuff. And I literally purchased an amp for $1,400 and he was trying to sell it for $1,800. And I bought it new from a shop and his was used. And everyone was like, they got stuck in, do you know who I'm talking about? Do you remember that guy? Yeah. I remember how like, it's like, what are you thinking, man? Like it's only $400 more on the used market. So yeah, you get a lot of that as well. I think the theory is people list it high because they know they're going to get a lowball offer.
Yeah.
And then you got somewhere to move. And that makes a little bit of sense with the bartering thing, or the bargaining thing, I should say. But yeah, I don't know. It's just a bit. It's a bit of a
Yeah.
pain.
Absolutely.
I actually made an offer on something today. I'm not going to mention it in case I do get it. And
Come
it
on.
was a good offer. It was only a couple of $100 less than he asked for it, and I thought it was at a price where he'd go for it, and no. So I was like, damn.
Really? Come on,
Yeah.
share. You're
No,
my friend.
No,
Come
it's going to be a
on.
surprise.
What? Just give us a clue. What sort of classification would you put it in?
Want. Not need, but want. No, I'm going to keep it as a surprise in case, because
Might come through.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see if he comes back to me.
Okay.
Make it 20 and you got a deal. I think that was in reference to I'll pay you $10. No, pay me $10 to take it. Used gear in the States has become expensive lately. Yeah, probably because of the demand for it. Everyone's buying stuff. It's easy when it's easy to get a deal. This is the same thing that's going to happen with all that gym equipment that everyone hoarded at their house for the lockdowns. As soon as they don't need it, you're gonna that's the stuff that you can't get rid of, right? Gym equipment is the hardest stuff to sell for to try to even come close to making your money back. So
Dude, it's really
mate. Before the lockdown, the used plates cost you nothing. New ones were expensive. They're like $4 a kilogram or whatever.
Yeah.
But man, you could get just great prices on new stuff because it's heavy. No one can ship it anywhere. You have to go get it. People just want it out of their house.
Yeah.
So that and music, like it just depends on the demand. So after everybody quits playing, like I did with the drums, it's hard. There's going to be a lot more of that stuff showing up on the used market, which means the price will have to come down because there'll be too much of it all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I want to get a container and go to Japan, but buy all their extra old parts and vintage stuff no one wants and then put the whole thing on a boat. Man, you know what? I'd love to go to Japan. A lot of people have been saying do some Guitar Search Saturdays over there. I think whenever I can travel again, that might be high on the list. I actually wouldn't mind going to Singapore too. I've been watching a few videos from there and I'm like, they got some good stuff. Good stores, and it seems like they're right into the music.
Yeah, and they're looking to set up a travel bubble with Australia too.
Oh, okay, cool.
Our numbers are very similar. So, look who's here, Monsieur Baker.
Sorry,
Robert Baker.
Oh, okay. There he is. Yeah,
relentless in pressure that applies. Like a cuff just goes on and he tightens it. He says, I need a DDT, which I actually can't argue with.
No, you don't need you won't buy another PRS, mate. I reckon you're done. You're a Gibbo fanboy now. You're a sellout.
I've heard all this Harley Benton, which is similar.
Yeah. That one does look a lot like a Gibson, that one. It's good.
Yeah.
And welcome, Robert. Sorry I missed your stream earlier, mate. I knew you were live, but I was just waking up. Pandemic prices. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, weights and 4x12 cabinets. Yeah, I really feel like companies are probably going to stop making those 4x12s. Like, do you know anyone that uses those outside of like big stage gigs?
No.
The only place that people use them that I know of is at Musicland. I don't see anyone else ever using those 4x12s anymore. They're just way too big.
Yeah. Maybe the Musicland ones are all sort of backline provided because to have to move them around is an absolute pain.
I mean, that's the only place I ever see 4x12 cabs, I should say. Sorry. So they've got them. Oh, I haven't been there for probably 6 years, but they used to have them set up always there. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. No.
Old Noble Sound Studio. Okay, cool.
Oh,
I don't know much
is
about
it
that.
like a red rack, Neil? I think I remember seeing them. They were kind of like a all-in-one rack, but it could be well off the mark.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's like a small. Looks like it's about the same size as the sound card or something, like a little
Yeah,
rectangular box thing.
yeah, like maybe a half rack unit thing.
Let's see if I can share this.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah,
Yes.
that's it.
Yep.
I haven't heard of this before, but
It's almost it's a bit like the Tom Scholz Rockman, actually. So it's like a
Walkman.
headphone.
Oh
Yeah, there
yeah,
it is. Yeah.
okay.
It's like a recording amp thing. Yeah, that's
Wow,
it. Yeah.
cool.
Gosh, I had a Rockman.
I don't know anything about that.
All right.
Lowball offers on every category. Crazy offers. Just ignore them. Yeah, I had something on there for $900. I'd be willing to make a deal on it, and it was someone wrote $300 question mark. I wrote no. That was my reply. I'm like, man, don't waste my time. True about used gear in the States, generally least 80% retail. Yeah. Well, you know what? I follow a lot of guitar shops in the US on Instagram because I was going to do some videos over there this year, but it didn't work out. And they're buying stuff back off people at 60% of retail, which is pretty good. So they're then making maybe up to 20%, 15%, or whatever it is. So they're not making much, but they're buying it back at a good price. I think that's called Music Go Around. They're all over the place, those shops. They're a bit like the Swap Shop here, but they're a chain, and they also, I think they're in a lot of different areas. But the Bradenton Beach one looks awesome. I was so looking forward to going there. I'm spewing I couldn't get there this year, but yeah. But anyway, they're buying. I think back at 60%. I saw a thing for. I was like, far out. That's pretty good. It means there's a huge demand for gear. The Rockman is how Def Leppard.
Yeah.
Sorry,
his stereo
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's it's that clean, compressed stereo chorus sound. Yeah, I had a Rockman. I bought it. Gosh, I reckon I bought it at about 85. Because I just got a Boston album called Third Stage, I think.
Cool.
And yeah, it's just all over it. It's a sound. It's distinctive. You can just pick it from a mile away. Cool. But yeah, that's the Def Leppard guitar sound for you, for sure.
Oh yeah. Jonathan's great. Yeah, I'm subbed to him as well. He's a good dude and good player too. A great player.
Is he do a bit of Harley Benton stuff?
Yeah. That's how I found him. Actually, I found him reviewing one of the guitars I had. I think it was not the one that I had, but it was. He obviously got one as well. It was a Harley Benton Tally. Yeah, cool guy. He's from Singapore. Great dude. He just posted a video of him playing some country stuff with this dude with it's funny. It's like it's the nicest sounding country song, and the lyrics are just like it's like a blues song, but worse. It's really good. This guy can sing his ass off. So
wow.
Yeah, it's old guy from Singapore playing country music. He's got the full accent and voice and vibe down. It's pretty cool.
Cool. I just got a comment from Wes Ness saying, "Don't leave the tuner on your Les Paul." So I'll take it off, man. Thank you for the heads up, because you said it can leave a permanent mark. Let's have a gander. No, you might have rescued me from a fate worse than death. Thank you very much, Wes. Appreciate that, mate.
Yeah, I think some of the silicon that was on, like I don't know if it was the Snark brand tuners or whether it was other brands as well, but not all of them have the same. I think a lot of tuners were made differently now because of that issue. But yeah, what type of clip-on tuner was that one? Is that
it's a TC Electronic.
Oh, okay. Does it have the silicon stuff on the inside, or is it like a rubber?
Rubber.
Okay, yeah, it might be all right. Yeah, it's hard to know, but yeah, it's probably better to be safe than get the guitar stained. And you'll have to sell it on Gumtree for $35.
Right. Hi, can you please come and take this? I'll give you $100. Take it off my hands. Wow. Oh, Todd.
Oh, man.
Too kind, mate.
Thanks,
too
mate.
kind. Thank you.
There goes our StreamYard fee for next month. Thanks, mate.
Oh, good on you, mate.
Sorry, folks. I forgot my November subscription fees. Thanks, mate. I'm keen to try Jazzmaster. Any opinions on the difference between the USA, Squire, and other substitutes? Look, if you can, just buy the Fender one. I think you'll be pretty happy with it. I remember playing one a little while back, and I really liked it. The pickups were pretty musical, and let me just have a look here. To be honest, they don't make lefties in the Squire range, I'm pretty certain. So I don't really have any experience with that, but the pickups is where the biggest difference is going to be. I'm just looking at what I've filmed here off screen, but the biggest difference between like something like the Artist one, which is $250 versus the Fender one, will be the pickups. I mean, there'll be other differences as well, but yeah, the Fender will put their better stuff in their American guitars in terms of pots and pickups. And even sometimes the tuners can be different as well. They're not exactly the same. A lot of people will say, the old joke, the only difference in the guitars is whether 20 miles or whatever they say, but it's not quite like that. I after comparing a lot of guitars over the years, I feel like every step up you take, there's better pickups usually in that instrument. And I would probably go for an American one if you can, and then if you can't, then start working your way back down. I mean, the Squire stuff is great, right? But yeah, not having played a left-handed one before, I don't like sort of commenting on that. I don't know what your thoughts are, Rick, but
I had a Squire back again, in the early 90s, and it was a fantastic guitar. I think, did those Squires come from Japan? The first Squire?
Oh, from where? Sorry, in Japan. From what year?
Like in the early 90s. Like,
I'm not sure if they did or not in the 90s. I'm not. I know there were some at some point from Japan, but I don't know when they made the change.
Well, put it this way, I think I sold it for like $500, which is a lot. So, and I think the guy who bought it from me was like, he was saying, "Are you sure 500? Like, no more?" And I said, "No, 500. That's fair." And I think he's thinking, I think he knew what he was getting. Perhaps I didn't. But the newer Squires come from Indonesia or somewhere.
Yeah, I was just laughing at that whole story because now, like, if you buy something and you don't like it, you try to sell it. You basically want you'll like offer me the exact price you paid for it. Remember the Princeton?
Plus 15% per week.
Yeah. I'm only staring. They're made in. They were made in. The Classic Vibes got moved to China and then Indonesia.
Yeah.
So at least in recent times. But the one that I purchased when I first started playing electric guitar, like 1999, was made in China. It was a what they called it, the Gold Series Squire. It was kind of like their name. That's a great guitar, that thing. I ended up putting Texas Specials in there. But anyway, yeah, so probably in the early 90s, I know Alex had a made in Japan Squire that was probably around that vintage. So he could be right. Maybe he got a deal, Rick. What's going on, mate? Where was the tax?
The tax, yeah, you got to have the tax.
But look, if you can play them all, give them a shot. I always suggest that anyway. And whether or not you'll notice the difference between a made in Mexico one and a US one is up to you, really. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the made in Mexico gear either. I've owned plenty of those guitars over the years.
Yeah. Yep. You can get a dog from that comes off the USA production line and an absolute peach that comes from Mexico. So, yeah, pick it up and play it.
I've just posted a link in the chat as well to, is it going to let me do that? Yeah. To the video that I shot of the red one that I played, and it was a beast. So, yeah, see what you think.
Yeah.
Thank you again, Todd. Cheers, mate.
Got you, mate. I just noticed that Amanda had made a joke a little bit back in the chat about Third Stage had a great ballad on some chick's name. And do you know what that song was? Third Stage on the Boston album. It was a song called Amanda, and it's a great song.
Yeah.
Yeah. It could have been about you, Amanda. Did you meet Tom Schultz and did you break his heart like you do to all the guys here on the chat? Come on.
Yeah. She's definitely one of the rare breed around here. With the guitar community, I think is like 95% sausage fest.
Yeah, at least that's what brought me here. Ooh.
I think YouTube in general is that actually. I think it's way weighted towards guys watching any niche, because I think guys are more interested in stuff, whereas they always say women are more interested in people than guys like things more than they like people. I think sometimes.
Shiny things. Absolutely.
Yeah, I saw that. Remember? Yeah, that's one of the best guitars I'd played in a while. I never tried it with the tremolo arm or anything though, so I don't really know. But they're a sort of a strange shape too. So just if you can try have a play on one, see what you think. Yeah, pretty cool.
Well,
just if you can't afford Joel, I don't know, Danzig.
Joel Danzig was the original guy for Hamer. Remember we saw some beautiful Hamer guitars at Pro. Was it Pro Music? Pro Music
Tools
in Munich, like the absolutely beautiful, AAA book match maple tops. They were exquisite. Gosh,
they had some great stuff.
Oh, they were just amazing. Check out Shane's Guitar Search Saturday. Sorry, what's it called, mate? Pro Music Tools.
Pro Music Tools, yeah.
Yeah. It was that was just amazing. It was a beautiful store.
Yeah, it is. I've actually got another Guitar Search Saturday video coming up featuring some of that stuff on the next one. So
you say Guitar Search Saturday? Isn't that the link that goes at the start?
Oh, yeah, that's that little sting. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that was just a quick. There's only a handful of those free, like royalty-free stings. There's not lots of them that worked, and I thought, that one's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's great.
What a question. Sorry, go ahead.
What's my oldest guitar? My oldest guitar is a Fender Custom Shop 52 Nocaster, and it's
2 years old now, is it?
It's 2. Are you with me when I got it? Remember?
Well, it didn't feel like it was that long ago, but
fair while ago, mate.
Must be 4 or 5 years, is it?
Longer than that. Remember, we were down at Sky, and your mate Henry was down there.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was a while ago then. Okay.
Playing, yeah, it's okay. And you go, yeah, he doesn't like it. And then I said, yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. Yeah, I completely misread your body language on that one. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like you got another one though. Did you have a second one that was like similar to that, or was that the only?
Yeah, I did. I had one. It was called the Junkyard Dog.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
I played that for ages, and then, well, like everything, I thought, well, I like that one so much, I'll get another one exactly like it.
Yeah. All right, I've done that with my 52 Tele. That's my oldest one, which is 2010, I think, somewhere around there.
Excellent.
So yeah, I think the next oldest one would be I'm thinking the Tokai Love Rock or the Little Crow.
Yeah,
which they're not anywhere close to as old as that, but yeah. Actually, I mean, look, I've got an old nylon string acoustic I've had for years, but yeah, in terms of the electric guitars, in terms of the cool stuff,
yeah, exactly.
Hey, Craiger, thank you, man. Far out. You guys are the best. I wanted to brag. I got a Fender AVRI or reissue 62 blonde ash rosewood Strat.
Nice.
Thin skin. Very cool. Such great guitars inspired by Shane's American Original. Far out. Well, congrats, mate.
That sounds wicked, man.
Let me look that up. Here.
Blonde ash with a rosewood neck. Blonde ash with rosewood. That's interesting.
AVRI. If we can find this. Oh yeah, wow. Okay. Is that it? Fender? Yeah, I think this is it. It's is that it? No, oh, that's a 1986 one. Hang on. Why did it bring that up? Hang on, let me try Fender. Maybe that's it there. Yeah, very cool. It might not be the exact guitar, but yeah, nice. Oh, you'll love it, mate. My Strat is going to be with me for a long time. I love it. You bought a guitar that you'll keep long term. I think it's better than sort of, it's different. I don't really want to waste my money on stuff I'm not going to keep unless it's just for review purposes. I'm not that interested in buying stuff anymore. But unless it's going to stand the test of time, I'm very reluctant to buy stuff just for the sake of it. I know a lot of YouTube channels do a lot of unboxing videos and then they flip stuff on their Reverb shop, but that doesn't really excite me a whole lot. I'd rather borrow stuff and just give it back. It saves the whole hassle of having people over to your house and organizing all of that crap, but just trying to keep track of what's coming and going. And yeah, so you've got a guitar you'll keep for a while, mate. That looks super cool.
Looks schmick, mate.
Very
beautifully done.
It's coming up with a lot of 1988 ones. So obviously the reissues were out at one point and now they're back. I was close. I was one click away from the right one. But anyway, yeah, this is the new one. Oh, this is 86 again. I'm not too sure what's going on with that, but anyway, no one can see that now. I just realized. So, but congrats and yeah, thanks for the super chat, mate.
Yeah, too kind, mate. Too kind. Todd's saying, can we do a guitar search that day at the Guitar Station in Paran? It's Henry's store.
Okay, cool.
Upstairs custom. I think I've been there once. He had a lot of pretty fancy sort of stuff in there, some custom shop pieces and all that sort of stuff. So I'm happy to hear that he's still going because it must be pretty tough being a relatively small guitar shop to survive these days.
I almost wondered if someone owned that shop, like another store possibly, or is it his shop?
I don't know. I mean, I wondered too, because you know how if you have Fender, they say, well, if you want the custom shop, you've got to have 6, okay, which is sort of, a whole chunk of dough.
Yeah.
$40,000 worth of stock, just in custom shop guitars. So help if some sort of silent, very cashed up partner.
Frozen up again, mate.
Oh,
that's all right.
I've definitely paid my dues this month, so I don't know what's going on. I'll get on the blower to Telstra. So come on.
That's all right. Maybe someone else is chewing through your internet or something.
Oh yeah, could be actually. Yeah, good point.
John says, I'm not much into extra pedals and equipment. I got what I need now. Oh, yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah, totally. Yeah. I feel like, for me, just to buy stuff, I probably got more guitars and equipment than I realistically need just to play and enjoy myself, right? If I was just a gigging musician, I wouldn't need most of the stuff I've got. Some of it's good for YouTube as well, which is why it's here. And I don't mean that in terms of like, I wouldn't use it otherwise, but it's good to have certain things that make the recording process easier, or different types of tones on amps for different videos. But yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with what I've got. I don't really feel like I'm chasing anything gear wise. I still like reviewing stuff, but I'm glad I got the luxury again of being able to borrow things and take them back, because then I'm not invested. It's just like, what's my experience with this? Is it good? Was it? Yeah. What do I need to know about it? It's different. They always say like, anyone who gets something for free, I put in quotations, even though you spend a day working on something, is partial to liking it more. But I almost feel like if you buy something, you're partial to liking it more than if you just borrow something. So borrowing things for me is the best way.
Yes.
Right now, I love it. I love being able to just get a box full of a van full of stuff and then get rid of it.
Yeah, it's extra layer of protection to stop you doing stupid things like I do. So.
Man, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, it just, I don't know. It's an easy trap to want to buy everything that you test. And I remember the first couple of times I borrowed stuff from Sky Music, I was like, oh, I should get that. It's like, man, it's never going to end if that's the case. And I'm motivated enough to play guitar without having to buy something to keep me motivated. I just feel like now, at least anyway, I got all the guitars. I'm pretty much happy with. I feel a little bit lucky. I've got as many nice guitars as I have. It's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, ESP make good stuff. I haven't played a lefty before, but I've seen them around. Sorry, mate. Go ahead.
Robert set me up for some sort of knockout punch. He says, I'm the perfect forever guitar for ... Rick. What's he got lined up for me?
Kind of getting like Shane Forever guitars going forward. Well, yeah, I mean, this is it's the best way to buy, I reckon. Like, buy it with the intention that you're not going to feel like you're going to buy another one the next month or 2 months later. It just, yeah, I guess not everyone's in a position to do that either all of the time. But if it's between getting something you're not satisfied with and then buying the one you want a year later, then just wait if you can.
Yeah,
it's better.
Delayed gratification. Good for other people.
Yeah, I waited 8 months almost for my Strat, which is why I feel like that's going to be the last one I have, the Fender one at least. Anyway, it's like, unless I really find something I love and it would be different enough to warrant it, I'm not even looking for Strats or anything anymore, Telecasters. And being able to compare those to custom shop guitars recently, it's like, there's not a lot in it. So yeah. Here we go. Come on, Rick. Come on, let's do it. Let's vlog it.
Oh,
I'll give you the $15 AdSense revenue we make on the video. All right. New guitar
Done.
day for Rick.
That'll buy me a pick. They've got a gold top with P90s down at Sky at the moment.
They've got a lot of good Gibsons that I think you'd like. The ball is full.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Nasty.
Come on, mate. Let's do it. Time's
Yeah.
1 o'clock. I'll meet you down there. We'll make it happen. See, while I might not be buying something, I can absolutely encourage Rick to go do something silly.
What about Sideshow Bob?
Yeah, don't worry. I'll shut that down. I have this really unique ability of being able to make it obvious I'm not interested in talking to somebody.
Mate.
It's a gift.
Yeah.
I learned it from Neil. Neil was the one that showed me the ways of the Force. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a dark art. Bill Marlowe says, I went to the guitar shop today and did not buy anything. I must be sick. Bill,
come on, Bill.
Hang your head in shame. How can you be on our chat and not do something impulsive when you go to the guitar store?
Here it is. Yeah. I mean, look at the temptation's always there. I'm not going to lie. Like, I go in and I see some really great stuff, and there is one thing I'd like to get. I want to get another pedal board put together because I got a second row of stuff I'd love to have on its own special board. But there's such a just one I can leave set up maybe at home or have a different sound just by taking that with me. I'd also like to get a smaller wah pedal just for that board as well. So I've got my main gigging rig, and then I've got the smaller one that has, or the other board, I should say, with a wah pedal. It's, those little mini ones.
Oh, is your wah actually mounted on your board?
No, it's not. But if I get a secondary board, I wouldn't mind having like just one that's, not tall or anything, but just like what I've got, but just, I'm having trouble finding them. Sky's got a whole lot of different rock boards and pedal trains, but they're all either way too long or they're too short. I can't find the one that I've got anymore. They don't sell it, I don't think. It's a real shame. Sorry?
Is it called a Nano?
Yeah, it's the Mini. Yeah. So this one's got this rail that you can kind of put your fingeries in or whatever, right? Like it's got, a rail you can put your cables in or through. All of them right now are one pedal shorter than this. So you can only really fit 4. And the pedals I want to put on it would be the Maxon Overdrive Pro, which is essentially this size, bigger than that. And so is their delay pedal, which I want to put on there as well. So that takes up 2 of the 4 spots. But the rock board is about, it's hard to sort of show you, but it's roughly a third bigger. So it fits, it's a bit too long. I don't know, man. The one I've got down there is the perfect size, but I can't find them anywhere. So I don't know.
Jeff's commented, hey, Dr. Rick, when you're a lefty, you get used to going to the guitar store and leaving with nothing. Man, it's such a bummer. It's just shocking. Second-class citizens treated as. It's awful. It's a throwback to the bad old days when they thought you were from the devil.
Yeah. It's just funny that that's still the case in a lot of stores. Like there's just like no accommodation to that market. It's gotten better here, especially in Melbourne. There's lots of shops you can go get a good lefty from now, but it wasn't the case a while back.
Yeah.
I was shocked to see anything different.
Because I don't know what the current incidence of left-handedness. It's between 10 and 15%, isn't it? Left-handed people.
Yeah, I think they projected it would get more common over time. Maybe not to the equal extent, but it's at least 10%.
Yeah,
it's still a big portion of them. Well, it's smaller than 90%, but it's still a lot of people, a lot of instruments.
And you guys have been so sort of conditioned to, if there's something that's just about there, you buy it because when's it gonna come, you know.
That's it.
So I guess that's why I love Sky so much, because they really do buck the trend, don't they?
Oh yeah, they got great lefties in there.
Double Esquire, get it, come on.
No way. So far out of I just can't justify that. It's mate, that video will be up next month.
Well, here, mate, they'll super chat you and you'll be able to buy it at least.
No, I wouldn't do that. No way.
No, just joking.
Yeah, it's really expensive, and I loved it. I think it was a great guitar. And like I said, if I didn't already have 2 guitars that were pretty much the same, maybe, but no, it's still right out of my price range. I'm not interested in that. But yeah, there's some cool guitars coming up. So a couple of Gretsch guitars, the Esquire, a lot of Gibson stuff, Fender stuff. Should be good. A lot of good mixes and some good amps coming up too, mate. The ones that peel the paint off the wall, kind of loud amps. So yeah. Robert's like, Bill, how could you?
Bill's getting a lot of hate. Come on. This is a safe space, Bill. You can tell us stuff that you do, and we won't make fun of you. But just get out already and buy some stuff. Buzz Wilson, Shane, do not review a Tone King Imperial. I wind up buying half of what you review. I can't afford a boutique right now.
Oh man. I don't see that thing, or I put it on screen. Sorry, but I haven't tried that amp, so I don't really know anywhere that sells those in Melbourne either.
No, they're super boutique. No, I think I've seen a few floating around secondhand for like as much as a good family sedan. So
wow,
forget it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, Lando's here. Hey, Lando. Hey.
Okay. Where is he? Oh, there we go. Cool. Hey. Welcome, mate.
Good to see you.
Yeah, the new Epiphones are pretty cool. They're pretty cool. They got a few great ones at Sky right now, mate. They got a couple that I think I'd love to get some videos up of, but they're all righties. I'll buy you some strings, mate. We'll do some vids.
Yeah.
Buy some KFC.
Now you're talking.
Why does the guitar? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, we should set up in that room, don't you reckon? Maybe.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Shoot off a whole lot. Be awesome.
Yeah. Work your ragged, mate. I always feel bad asking you to do stuff like that, but there's a few in there that I'm like, I'm really keen to check them out. These are all the ones I'd love to try, and I can't, but I'd love to still hear them and sort of see what they're like.
I'd be totally into that, mate. After the bloody 7 or 8 months we've had.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I'll give Andrew a call and we'll see what we can do. Yeah. Alvin says, why does my guitar tuner on my modeling amp not work very well? I've always had issues with tuners, thinking about a Boss tuner. Yeah, that's interesting because, like, I know on the Fender Mustangs, they're pretty great. And the one on the Katana, I think, lit up on the foot switch. It may light up on the amp. I can't remember. It was pretty good too. I guess it might just depend on what amp it is, possibly.
Yeah. I remember the tuner on my Helix was pretty dodge. And but then on about the 5th firmware update, it all of a sudden settled down. Sometimes they just have a crap software on them, and they just jump around and whatnot. So what sort of have you got, Alvin? Because I mean, look, the Boss tuner is, you buy that and that's the last tuner you'll probably ever buy unless someone steals it from you. But
they're worth it. It's worth getting a good one. A lot of not all less expensive tuners aren't reliable, but some just don't track the notes as well as others. It's like clip-on tuners. Some work really well, and others you've got to like bang this. It like detects the wrong note. So
I've done 500 gigs with this, and it's a killer. So it's a TC electronic one, but the Snark ones are pretty good, I think, aren't they?
Yeah, they're really good. Yeah, I've got a whole lot of different. I've just accumulate, like I lose them, and then I'm like, oh, there it is. So,
Yeah.
funnily enough, I've got about, I don't know, 6 or 7 of these tuners, and the batteries just keep going flat in each of them. So I grabbed the next one. I grabbed the next one. I finally went and got 3 sets of batteries.
Right.
So I'm sorted for the next 6 months or so. I love these little clip-on tuners. They're really handy, but yeah, they don't all work as well as each other. Some are far better than others. The NUX one is really good. It's a bit like the Snark tuner in terms of in terms of its consistency and stuff too. But yeah, I've got a Boss TU2 and they're up to the 3. I don't know what the difference is, but they'll last you forever. It's really worth getting. It really is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. God, what did I see? Oh, Landon was saying that his latest Harley Benton telly weighed 4.3 kilograms.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, that's a decent weight.
Yeah, that artist guitar one was the worst. That was way heavier than the Harley Benton. I never weighed that out, but it had to be close to 6 kilos, I reckon. I think it was brutal.
Wow.
You remember that one with the humbuckers? Did you ever pick that up?
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah.
That was my arm workout for the day.
Yeah, it hurt your leg after about 10 minutes. Hurt your leg. I
Yeah.
think John might have bought that off me. I can't remember who I sold it to, but
Here we are.
I warned him. I'm like, mate, this thing is.
John's written something. My artist TC59 is over 5 kilos.
Oh, okay. So he had one before I got mine, I think, actually. So I didn't sell him that one. Must have sold him something else, but yeah. Far out. Russell says, you're in Australia. How is Maton in left-handed? And are their prices there in Australia? And how are their prices there? They're pretty okay priced wise, I think, for what you're getting. Like Australian made instrument, I'd say they're pretty competitive. Like they've gone up a bit over the last sort of few years, I think, but I don't know. I'm not a diehard fan of their guitars. I've owned one of their acoustics, and I still stand by the fact they got like the best pickup system. No weird menus or anything. You just plug them in; they sound great.
Yeah, it's pretty short, isn't it?
Yeah, those AP4s and 5s are just really great live pickups. They really are. They don't sound as open acoustically as a lot of other guitars I've heard. At least not all of them, or the one that I had, at least anyway. But yeah, their electrics did you say left-handed? Yeah, as a lefty, the electrics aren't common anymore. They discontinued the one that I bought a while back, that Master Sound one. They go through. They go through phase. I heard from somebody that they go through phases with guitars. Like they'll make a run for a year and then they'll just stop for a year or something, or 2 years, whatever the case is. So, you just can't find them all of a sudden. And then 2 years later, they'll start making them again. I don't know what the logic is there with it, but maybe it creates some sort of demand on them or something. I don't really know. But
that's shocking. Awful.
I can't hear, mate. Sorry, what was that?
I don't remember you actually even having one of those Maton Master Sounds.
Yeah, I did a gig with it at the Brunswick Hotel. But
what color was it?
It's like a mahogany red.
Oh,
yeah, it had a single coil, maybe like a single coil neck pickup and a humbuck bridge pickup. It looked a bit like a
pickup selector.
Yeah, it the frets were small. They put those they've got those really average, sort of tiny. I don't know. I hate acoustic frets. I don't know why they're always so small. If anyone knows why, let me know. Acoustic frets are just like, they're like painted on almost. And that guitar was a bit like that for me. And I didn't like the lever a whole lot. I love the bridge pickup. It was like one of the best pickup tones I've ever heard. But after using it live a few times, I just knew it wasn't the guitar for me. And I sold it pretty quickly and ended up getting an amp or something. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I must have had it maybe 2 months. That was it. I didn't have it for
Wow.
very long.
Robot Master Switch has popped by, just taking a break from the Super Rugby highlights. Wanted to drop off a thumbs up. Thanks, mate. Super Rugby highlights. I wonder if,
Oh, there we go. Cool.
yeah,
I don't know what that
that's
is.
cool, man.
Cool.
Do you know Australia beat the Wallabies beat the All Blacks in the Bledisloe Cup match last night?
Okay. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I was in my own world last night. I've been addicted to watching this. There's this YouTube channel called, what's it called? It's called, like, I want to make sure I get it wrong. Right. It's what's it called? A&E, maybe?
A&E.
Yeah, and they've got this. You remember Cops, the TV
Yeah.
show? So they've got like it's a show like that. That's
Bad boys.
Yeah,
what you gonna do?
but it's way better. It's just it's filmed really well. It's just crazy. If you're into that sort of reality police show, it is high speed chases, everything. It's insane. It's shot all over the place too, like every different state and city and stuff. And it's so addictive, man. I used to be right into those shows, and I've binge watched way too much. But over the last few weeks, it's A&E, man. It's good.
It's like a true crime sort of channel, isn't it? A&E. They got.
I think so. Yeah, you might be right. Yeah, they've got
to,
these things called Live PD is the name of the show.
Oh yeah, I'll check that
it
out.
Is. Man, they pull people up with like the tail lights out, and they find like 10 kilograms of heroin in bags or something. Just these crazy things happen, and people driving through yards on these high speed chase things. It's insane. Anyway, yeah, that's been my late night binge fest.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, is it? Speaking of the whole family. Yeah. That's a bizarre thing. I'm the quietest person in this house.
Maybe I'll get you a different mic, man. One that you can won't pick up so much stuff.
Yeah. That's all right. Lucky my boy wasn't taking a dump in the next room. I'd have to definitely turn that off.
Dr. Rick looks like an ex-rugger.
I used to play a bit at uni, actually. It was good fun.
Wow. Yeah, you're
I needed my ears because your ears get scrushed because you sort of all get together in a scrum and you try and push your head up the person in front of you's bottom, and it just rips your ears off. So it's not the best.
Wow.
But it's a gentleman's game.
Yeah, I've never played that before. I'm not the right frame for that.
You'd be the probably there's a couple of positions for very small, quick guys. That'd be you, man.
Like a water boy. Bring out the bottles of water.
High quality H2O. Water boy. Sorry, that's probably politically incorrect. To like Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah. Someone just said, Jeff said, what headphones do you guys recommend? Check out Sennheiser and find one that works for your price. These ones aren't my normal ones. These are AKGs, and these are like the entry level ones, and they're okay, but my Audio Technicas are way better than these. I just can't find them. They're probably like somewhere really obvious, but I panicked and I was like, oh, I'm gonna grab these old ones. So what do you got, Rick?
Sorry.
Oh, you got good AKGs. Yeah, mine are. These are the $39 ones. So they're okay.
$49 ones, but I'll tell them to you for $60.
No, you only buy a lot of good stuff, mate. Look at this thing. How come yours doesn't have this little strap? Well, maybe it does. Maybe you're just not bald. Oh, there you go. It does.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
AKG make good stuff, but these ones are a bit on the cheap side, but they're comfy as, so it works all right.
Yeah.
Live PD should be on tonight. That's great, man. That's cool. I didn't know it was a TV show. I think it must have been on television at one point, but it looks just like it's so addictive. It really is. The editing's great. The camera guy, like, he's be bolting behind the cops or in front of it. He's like faster than some of the cops, and he'll be filming everything. It is really good. Sony's are pretty good. Yeah, I haven't had a set of Sony headphones for years now. Not because I don't like them. I just haven't. I haven't owned a set. But the other brand, the Technics were the best ones I ever had. I had them for 12 or 13 years. DJ 1200s. Unbelievable sound quality, just really good. Was it headphones? They inspired Shane to great acting heights. Yeah, that intro, I basically borrowed an idea I saw off Unbox Therapy. He does these reviews of stuff where he doesn't speak the entire video. It's just all facial expressions, and that's what that kind of was. But I couldn't blatantly rip it off any more than that. I just thought I'll throw in some no talking for the first minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's a guitar Dougal dog in your avatar? Can I have a guess? Is it a Washburn?
Yeah, wow. I wondered if it was like an Epi or something, because I remember seeing some striped ones of those years ago. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Hopefully we'll find out by the magic of the interwebs.
Oh, whoops. I have a Katana Air, and honestly, I'm tempted to pay $300 US for the headphones. Man, I don't know. I sort of don't feel like that. It's really the Katana Air is the wireless system, right? So,
what's that? Katana Air.
Yeah, they're pretty expensive as well. If practicing at low volumes is your thing, the headphones are going to be fine for that. I just found the whole 3D thing a little unnecessary. You have to sometimes to get it centered, and not everybody's ears are perfect either, right? So what might sound like proper stereo to you is sitting this way a little bit, because your dominant ear is usually more like it's stronger than my left ear is generally more dominant than my right ear. My right ear is not as, I favor my left a lot. I think that's the same for right-handed people too. I could be wrong, but I always found like to get it to sound like true stereo, I had to sit a certain way. I was like, I don't know if I really need that or not. But if you just want a low volume practice situation thing, that's fine. I've sort of gone off all of that stuff. Just not personally that interested in it anymore. I mean, I get there's a time and a place for practice amps, but the NUX BT Lite is $100, and I would put that up against any of this stuff, which is way more expensive. It's the great little practice amp, or the Joyo Jambox. No, there's another thing that's just over $100, and it sounds so good. So yeah,
absolutely.
I don't know. It's whatever you need to make your playing situation right, and to work. So everyone's in a different situation. I just find like the more anything that has to have a phone to use now, I'm not interested in it. It's sort of like not high on my list of stuff.
Yeah. Robot asks, do you remove the back plates of your Strats? I think they feel more resonant. Might be on my head. I always used to. And the only time it was a hassle was when I was going to sell it and thinking, where the hell is that bloody backplate? But I used to, because I used to block down the tailpiece on my Strats because I never used the trem. And it meant that restringing through the little slot in the back of the backplate was kind of tricky. I had a 50s Strat that had these little round holes in the backplate. And if you didn't line up perfectly, you're stuffed. You're spending all day trying to thread it through, and that's always fun at a gig. So I always take it off,
Yeah.
and I think Eric Johnson, his signature Strat, and the same with John Mayer, they actually don't have the back plate on at all. And I think that that was for reasons of tone. But I take them off.
The tone plastic inhibits your tone, does it?
It does. I need less plastic, even though the whole front of a Strat is covered in plastic.
Yeah, that's why that's the thing with the Strat. It the pickups are floating in a piece of plastic, so I'm wondering how much either the back what do you call it, the back plate is going to make any difference to that whatsoever. I leave mine on. I just don't want to lose it, and I don't want to accidentally get my belt caught in the bloody springs or something. I don't know.
Things, when you play naked, sometimes at home, you don't want to, especially with ISO.
Recently got my first 12 string. Any tips? Patience.
Incredible patience, Nick. Tuning those things is an exercise in frustration, you'd have to say. Yeah, I've had a couple of 12s, and I ended up converting my first 12 to a 6 because you get to the end of tuning those 12 little buggers and then you start again. It's a bit like when they paint the Golden Gate Bridge. By the time you get to the end of it, you've got to start again. But what a sound. It's an amazing sound. But I don't know why I couldn't get it tuning right.
I lost the reply about the guitar, but it was a Washburn. I just can't seem to find
right. Washburn Felton. Yeah. Oh, who's that? Lexi
dog.
Okay, look out. You got to meet the guys. Come here. Oh, sorry. Come here. Lexi. Say hi.
Yeah,
say hi out there. Say
Lexi.
Hello. Say hi.
She's a little beast. I like that photo you sent me of her smiling with the face up. Yeah. That was hilarious. That should be an internet meme, man. That is the best photo.
Oh. Hey,
she's still looking good. How old is she now? She's 10? 9. Okay, cool.
Are you 9? Are you 9? Are you 9? Are you 9?
Oh, look out, the tongue's going for you.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Very cool. Alvin says, do we know anything about the Boss Wazza tuner? Not sure what it has over the regular TU3. I wouldn't waste your money, man. Just buy like the regular one if you're going to get it. You don't need that. The difference will be probably pretty minimal. Yeah. I doubt it'll be any different in terms of being able to pick up the notes and all of that kind of thing. It's probably got some fancy mode you'll never use in there. I'm not too sure, to be honest.
Wazza tune, as in I once was a rich, but now I bought a Wazza. I'm broke.
Yeah,
I get it, but it's a tuner.
Direct recording. Rick uses the Strymon Iridium, which we've been using on these live streams for I don't know, the last few months now. They're pretty cool. It's like a little pedal with a few different voicings in there. You can switch it up and run pedals into it. It's analog. I think it's analog, right?
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah. It sounds like it.
Actually, I don't know. Is a short. I know it stores IRs, but it just sounds. It sounds great.
And most of the time now, I'm just using the 2 Notes Captor X. It kills anything else I've had. I've been using the 2 Notes Torpedo Live for 5 years, and the Captor is fantastic. The Kemper is probably going to hit eBay pretty soon, I'm tipping. I was going to hold off because sometimes it comes in really handy, but yeah, I haven't used it once since the Captor X is here, and it's great having a little bit of sound back through my amp as well. So, yeah, it's probably going to go. But yeah, there's plenty of options out there depending on how much you want to spend. Even the old Joyo American sound pedals are great for recording directly as well.
Absolutely.
The Spark amp, yeah. Well, a lot of people love those things. That's cool. I haven't tried one. I know that a lot of people talk about them.
You have a phone, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. It's got all that apps and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just sitting there. I'm kind of shocked, actually. Thought you would have cracked it by now, but no.
What? What's up? What's up? Oh.
We're going to wrap this up in a bit. It's been 2 hours, so we'll take a couple last questions here, and then we'll go down the shop and get Rick a new guitar. Come on, Rick. Let's go, man. What do you reckon? You want to go have a quick look? Or are you going to work, right? Are you working a bit later?
Go and see it. I got to go and see a couple of people. You want to come do a house call with me? Hey, you like that, don't you? Especially if they've got a cat. Ooh. We've got joined by Southside Guitars. I don't think I've seen you here. I apologize if you've been here. Southside Guitars from Iowa, the great state of Iowa. Awesome. It's in the Iowa caucuses. Just bought my fourth Hofner 501, the McCartney bass. Wow. Cool.
I don't see that message. Oh, here it is. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, welcome.
Very cool.
Geez, a great bass player. Have you listened to much of Paul McCartney's bass playing?
Not really, no.
Yeah, he's just listen to some of the Beatles stuff, and he's a self-taught guy. It's very, very good. He's a great bass player.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, I know of him and stuff, but I've never really critically sort of listened to his playing or anything.
Yeah, no, he's just a genius.
Hey, Peter, thanks, man. Cool. Welcome back, mate. Hope you're doing well. I caught a bit of your live stream the other day, but I checked the comments and I was like about 20 minutes below where you were up to. So I bailed. But yeah, thanks for dropping in, mate. I appreciate it.
That's cool.
That's cool. I'll have to catch up on that stream. I had to finish this epic project yesterday. I've been working on big walkthrough video of a few places and some new footage too. So you're going to be featured on the next Guitar Search Saturday, Rick. Footage you haven't seen probably either. So,
oh no, oh dear,
yeah. Make sure I embarrass you to the best of my abilities. No, it's all good.
I've got no shame. Try as hard as you want. Jimmy Watford says that Dr. Rick has great playing facial movements. Reminds me of myself when my wife makes fun of me. That's does it help when you make those faces? Does she stop? Does she give you a bit of a leave pass?
Yeah, Rick keeps time with his chin. It reminds me of the fish.
Yeah. Oh dear. Nasty.
We'll take one more here.
Yeah.
What have we got?
Let's have a look here.
Might be it.
Yeah. Oh, Brian Straws a hi from Western New York. Hi, Brian. Thanks for joining. What's my speciality? As I like to say,
overplaying.
Colds and sore holes. I'm a family physician, Brian.
I thought you meant guitar-wise, mate. Come on.
Oh,
no.
Yes. Specialty is buying guitars and putting them away and forgetting that I've got them. I'm a family physician. After we finish here, I've got to go out and do a few calls. But Yeah, so it's been a long and interesting year this year, but we're thinking of you guys over in the States and hoping that you're managing to stay safe. Oh,
We'll take this last one here. It's a lot of tuning questions today. It's a bit crazy. We don't normally get them. Recommendations for an affordable inline tuner. I would say just find a boss, either on eBay or buy it new if you can, or wherever works for you, wherever you are. So they're indestructible.
yeah.
I've had mine
Just
forever.
I've had a tuner on my pedal board forever, and it just worked really well. But I just can't remember what it's called. How awful is that?
It's not a TC Electronic one, is it?
No, it's actually, here we are. It's a Sonic Research.
Wow.
Here we are. I'll put it up. And it's absolutely
Turbo tuner? Is that what it is?
Here we
Sonic Research Turbo tuner?
Yeah, that's it. Whoops.
Yeah, I'll bring it up over here, man. That's probably easier. Yeah.
Technology.
That's right. Let me just bring up some. Oops. Oh yeah, here we go.
Yep.
It's going to work. Yep, there we go. Oh, for some reason, I thought that was a TC Electronic one. Okay.
Yeah, it's good. It just is super.
Hey, that's not affordable. No, it's all right.
Oh, no, I promise you didn't pay that much for it.
Oh, it's $229 in Australia, which is actually cheaper than the Reverb price.
Everything's cheaper than Reverb price, man.
Yeah, Reverb, man.
Yeah. Bill's leaving. Hey, good night, Bill. Hope you're well, mate, and hope you're enjoying that Vola. I've got mine back actually now, so we better feature it soon. Next video I make, we'll do it for sure.
There you go. Get one of these, $139. Well, probably 79 if you live overseas or something like that. They'll last you forever. They're great.
Absolutely. They're really good.
All right. So coming up on the channel, we got videos going up pretty much every other day until the end of the year. Got lots of cool guitar and amp videos tonight. There's a really fun single pickup guitar coming up, which should be a bit of fun. So stay tuned for that.
Absolutely.
If we missed your question, I apologize. We don't always see every comment that comes up, but we thought we'd do a guitar-free session today so we could try to keep an eye on it a little bit easier.
Absolutely. I didn't realize Robot Master Switch comes from Napa's wine country. Have you been across there at all, Shane? The sort of north on the Golden Gate Bridge?
Yeah, I went to I went up that Pacific Coast Highway quite a few hours with Ed one time. I can't remember the exact spot where we were, but it was really beautiful.
It's unreal. So good. Wow. We'll get back there, man, as soon as it's safe.
Come on, Rick.
Love it.
I hear a V is great guitar for beating COVID blues.
It is good, mate. It is good. I wouldn't say no. If I had my time again, dead set. If I had my time again, when we were at Matthias Yarb's guitar store in Munich, I said to what was the guy's name there? Lovely bloke.
No, I think was it Stefan or something?
Yeah. I would have said, mate, wrap it up. That was beautiful.
Yeah, it was. There's there might be a clip of that on the next Guitar Search Saturdays. I'm not too sure.
He's still my palpitating aorta.
What was that? Sorry?
I would love it. I'm a bit excited about it, really.
Oh, I couldn't hear what you said. Sorry. It was,
I glitched.
Yeah, that's all right.
But no, thanks so much for joining us, everyone. And I hope you guys are all staying well. I didn't want to talk too much about coming out of lockdown because obviously people are in the Northern Hemisphere going back into it. But we've served our penance and you can go out and do pretty much what you want now within reason.
So take a sickie. We'll go to the guitar shop. Let's make some noise. Come on.
Now you're talking.
I know a doctor. He can give you a day off, mate. Let's make it happen.
You can write one for me. I'll write one for you. Why not?
Yeah. All right, guys. Take care. Thanks again for hanging out, and we'll catch you on the next one. Probably try again for a week or so time from now.